Good day and welcome back to Jurassic Art and Customs. Today I am doing the Legacy Collection Jurassic World Robert Muldoon with some Compsignify. Now I'd already painted this compy a while back. I think this was supposed to be the Jurassic Park 3 version. I used that in my figure film. But I like the idea of having all my Legacy figures have matching compies, so I'm gonna do this one up like the original Jurassic Park novel version too. Sculpt-wise, this figure is fairly accurate. Resembles Bob Peck a little more than Ian Malcolm's figure resembled Jeff Goldblum. And they do have the spaz, something missing out of the Amber collection, so that's nice. The face sculpt does look a little melted, but with figures this tiny, I'm really kind of blown away that they even resemble the characters they're supposed to be.
Well, loading team, step away!
The articulation is the same as most of all the other Mattel figures. The head is on a swivel joint there, so it can turn around a full 360 degrees tilt. The arms move up and out. They have elbow articulation, as do the knees, legs, and hip, which gives you a really awesome range of posability and motion.
Joffrey, raise the gate!
For me, it's taken a little while to figure out and play with a color pattern and design for the original compies that I really like. But I think I finally have got a design down that tickles me best. If you watch the Ian Malcolm review, it's the same exact process I did with that compy. You start with really light greens and build it up darker. Then you go with that lighter red coloration down the spine in the middle of the back there, and then you can go over that with some darker red stripes and it'll highlight that really nicely. They'll play off each other. This one is probably my favorite sculpt out of the 4 different compy poses we have, but it does not photograph well. It's kind of hard to get a profile on this guy. But here it is all finished with a nice gloss coating on there. And here we are back in package, looking spiffy. But I am not done. I have one more figure I want to do and one more compy. Can you guess who it is?
We can't stop here! Follow me!
If you haven't given Camp Cretaceous a chance yet, because it seemed a little infantile or whatever, I highly recommend you do. This is a character from the first episode, the first scene, Dr Marryweather. And I've built up his nose a little there, if you saw that, with some silicone, and now I'm gonna sort of recolor and rebuild some pants there.
I think we lost him. We just gotta get to the chopper.
And here is the compy, the Camp Cretaceous compy, which are much lighter green. There's about 3 different variants, but for this one I went with the lighter green and the bluish stripes with the red throat and the yellow belly. I really like the Camp Cretaceous compies.
Hurry! We're almost to the extraction point!
And here we are all finished with Dr Marryweather there and his selected compy. It looks pretty good for such a minor character. He just resembled Muldoon so much I couldn't help myself just tossing him in the collection. As you can see, the just slight coloration differences on his torso there. He had sort of a blue tinted undershirt, turned that into that more butterscotch yellow with that chocolatey brown hunter's hat and little fashionista vest there. And the compy's looking pretty great too, with its final glosses and touches. I like to add in the nails and the teeth and the eyes, all that paint detail back in there, of course. The markings on the Camp Cretaceous compies are a bit more subtle than in the movie versions, so it's kind of a challenge to do that. I like a contrast, but you all care about this. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you like this finished product here, and I haven't just wasted 5.5 minutes of your life, but if you've liked it, feel free to subscribe. I'll be here all week.